All right, fellas, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Keep the bout clean. Touch them up. Go back to your corners. Good luck.
Feels like Steph Curry.
He told us he could stick a jumper. I don't know how much that's going to help him tonight.
Amateur experience. Williams, 58 fights, nothing international. He turned pro young, so it was all juniors. And Solano was an amateur champ, again, juniors in Colombia. And pro experience, these two, I told you, have the same records, although the one draw for Williams. But otherwise, turned pro, bouts, rounds, all almost identical.
So Solano's, we said, moving up in weight and going a 10-round distance for the first time.
Williams needs to land some really hard shots.
Hey, step back.
Let him know, hey, you're here with a bigger guy. I'm going to take your lunch money. He is the bigger guy. Like we said, Solano moving up from 135 to 140. Even though it said he was, he was already moving up to 140, but we'll see if he could carry that weight.
There was apparently a headbutt. I didn't see it. Neither man appears to be marked by it.
Solano boxes out of his southpaw stance, as you can see, but he's a natural righty. So let's look for his right hook.
Let him out. Step back. Right.
Less pressure being applied by Solano than I would have thought.
Yeah, and Williams being pretty quick-handed early in the fight.
Yeah, so far I like what I see in Williams, because in the past I see him, more like he likes to fight at his own pace, just really relax and, just counterpunch. But
no knockdown, no
not a
knockdown.
knockdown.
Don't push
But
him.
he's letting his hands go. Like I said, he needs to let his hands go. He's throwing a lot of combinations.
Yeah, right now Williams fighting exactly as his game plan indicated he would.
He can be subtly slick in terms of slipping punches.
Yeah, he stays in the pocket, makes him miss. Oh, nice.
Good body shot with the left hand.
Really fast, crisp, solid combinations by Williams. Very focused. The kid looks really focused. Big opportunity for him. He was supposed to fight in Cancun, Mexico. Little vacation, especially during the winter time. But fight got they gave him the call, and he's here. He wants to prove that he belongs.
Yeah, he took this fight without any hesitation. Yep, I'll take it. Even though he is what we would refer to as the B side of the card. Let's hear what he had to say about what he needs to do.
When he feels my power, he's gonna move. I think he's underestimating my power. So typically on the ropes maybe, but I'm not gonna smother myself. I will get physical at times if need be, but I'm definitely gonna be smart, keep a good distance.
Righty versus lefty. It's not unusual to see butts. They both come in with their power shots. And referee Chavon ruled right away that it was a accidental headbutt. Actually, Solano seemed to hit Mykquan Williams in the left shoulder. And then here's the slip. Chavon said it was a push, and that's why he ruled no knockdown.
So a good first round, I thought, nonetheless, for Mykquan Williams.
Yeah, I would agree, because he didn't get hit very much, that's for sure.
Nice high guard by Williams, too. Tight defense, catching a lot of them shots, blocking, counterpunching. He's being busier with his jab, too, Williams, which they said he was working a lot and throwing more jabs.
He's catching a lot of Solano's punches on the gloves.
Yeah, he is. It's like he's doing hand pads with Solano.
Yeah.
Solano comes back and I mean, that's a lot of Williams comes back and counters him and catches him.
Yeah, Solano,
Yeah.
every punch in this round has been caught either on the arms, the shoulders, or the gloves.
Or Williams is riding with the punch, too. He's done that a few times.
His shots, if you see his Williams' shots are a little bit shorter. Solano a little bit wider, and that's why look at that nice short, nice right uppercut left uppercut, sorry, by Williams.
A little more
Watch your heads,
pressure, though,
fellas,
from
watch your
Solano
heads.
this round. Might not always be effective pressure, but there's more of it.
Step back.
Yeah, and he
Watch
needs
back
to
of the head,
do
let's
that.
go.
Solano needs to do that. You know, he can't let Williams get too comfortable there
Let
and
him out,
just
let him out, no punches.
pick him apart. You know, he's got to make him think. He's got to get him off that game plan. You know, push him back, push him back. That's the only way Solano's going to win. He's not going to win a fight from the outside, mid-range, or long range. There's no way he's going to win that way. He's got to close that gap. He's got to close that distance, and he's got to do it quick.
So far, still appears that he's trying to figure Williams out. Nice counter right hand from Williams, and there's a good combination from Solano.
Yeah, Williams shouldn't have backed up like that. You saw him backed up with his hands down. He got caught, but came right back.
Yeah, he did
Coming
come
right
back.
Yeah.
2 body shots and an uppercut.
Really nice body work by Williams.
Yeah, the speed, Williams' speed and footwork right now is giving Solano a lot of problems. It's making Solano really think. He's overthinking, and when he overthinks like
Still off
that,
the back of
he's
his
trying to
head.
land
Right.
big shots, and he
Step back.
gets hit with
Let
3
him
or 4
out,
punch
let him out.
combinations
Listen
that you
up.
don't see him
Listen
coming
up.
from Williams.
Step back.
It's like pop, 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 pop. You know what happened?
Once again, and we mentioned this
There's that jab.
at the beginning of the show, that Williams is just from about an hour away, and were this normal circumstances, although this day and age is nothing, he would have a crowd very much in his corner. But tonight, no advantage whatsoever.
Time.
Buen round, ¿eh? Buen round, hijo. Nada más acuérdate de lo que te estoy pidiendo, hijo. Tienes que tener tu mano arriba porque es el golpe que te quiere trabajar.
Remember what I'm asking you for. You got to keep your hands up. Don't give me any
Para
space.
poderte pegar. Si lo mantienes con continuidad, pega tu combinación, píntalo y entra con confianza.
Do feints, throw your
Quiero que
combination, and go in.
manejes el recto y me lo cruces arriba. Okay.
And keep working on the jab, fast combination. You understand? Fast combination. Don't stand in front of him. Turn to your left. You're fighting a left-hander, move to your left. Okay? Look sharp. You look sharp. Keep the hand speed going.
This is where Williams backed up with his hands down, and he gets caught there by Solano. You see the jab. Hands down, chin up in the air. That's not good. I mean, a more experienced fighter, if he catches you like that, he will put you to sleep. So he's got to learn to keep his hands up or back up low, not high.
Round 3 of this 10-round fight. This is our main event. Jason Solano and Mykquan Williams.
Punches. Let him out.
Raul mentioned it in the very beginning of the show, and it's a key for Williams. He can't get outworked because sometimes he doesn't throw too many punches. He gets a little selective, and even if Solano's missing or landing on the gloves, that gives the judges an excuse to give the round to Solano. So Williams has to stay busy.
And I'll tell you what, so far it's been 3 rounds, and I think he's busy enough.
Yeah.
I think Williams is busy enough. He's throwing more combinations, and he's throwing more jabs, too.
I thought Solano had a little moment right there. He got there with an uppercut and a couple of other combinations as well. Here are the numbers, Steve.
Yeah, Williams busier by far, and also a higher percentage of connects. 2 rounds to 0 on my card for Williams.
And mine.
Mine, too.
Nice combination again by Solano.
Yeah, he got hit by a left hand there, Williams.
There is a reddening on the right cheek of Williams, but Steve, you and I saw that before the fight. He had that when he was standing in his corner before the opening bell.
Actually, both cheeks. Yeah.
Yes.
Right and left.
High cheekbones.
I think a better round so far for Solano. Took a good left hand from Williams there.
Every time Solano backs up, that's when he's going to get picked apart. That's not his fight. Even though in the past he's shown the ability to adjust. You know, he'll fight You know, like when he fought Luis Aragon in 2017, he boxed the first 3 rounds, but then rounds 4 through 9, he put a lot of pressure. But that's not the thing here. He's got to apply pressure. He can't be fighting backwards. Oh,
Nice shot there.
and the fight that we covered with that Alpo, he fought off the ropes. He was comfortable fighting off the ropes, backing
Step
up.
back, let him out.
Again here,
Step back.
because I think because of
Okay, so watch
Williams'
your head.
speed and footwork, he cannot fight going backwards. He cannot wait on him. He cannot give him too much range. Every time he gives him too much range, Williams is going to catch him. He's going to measure him with that jab, with that speed, with combinations.
I think that said, Solano's having a pretty good round here. Combination from Williams. And a combination from Solano. A good left hand involved there.
Close round.
Another
It
good
is.
left hand from Solano.
Up for grabs. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Could be a swing round, right?
Could be. I like Solano in that round.
You got to pick it up, my man. You got to pick it up. Okay. Look it. You get your shots off. Step around him a little bit. Okay. Step around him a little bit. Got to blow your nose. You get your punches up because you're a lot faster than he is. Okay. Get your punches up.
Action from round 3. When Williams punches, he connects. He gets hit there and he comes right back. That's why it was a close round to score. Both guys landing big shots at pretty much close range.
So we move along to round 4.
And Barry, I'm going to tell you something about Mykquan Williams I bet you didn't know. He sells homemade chili.
I did not know that.
So ask for some next time when we do
I
our fighter
will.
meeting.
He wasn't selling this time, was he?
He hid it from us because he didn't want us to ask.
Hey, he's a smart fighter, already preparing himself
hold him
for
in the back
after
of the head.
boxing. You know, hey, you never know that chili could make it worldwide.
Yeah, he's
He
a
makes it
college
in
kid.
boxing. Yeah, he's a smart kid. Yeah, that's good. Good to see the fighters like that.
Solano lunging a little bit there. Still reddening around the eye and on the cheek of Williams.
I'll tell you what, they told Williams in the corner, you know, I want to see more. You got to throw more
Step
punches.
back.
So they obviously they did notice that perhaps he lost the last round because he didn't throw enough shots, enough punches. He wasn't busy enough. So
No punches.
Take a look at your card, Steve, how you have it.
Come on, step back.
Yeah, I respectfully disagreed with Mr. Tompkins. I gave Williams the third. It was a close round, no doubt about that.
That's the first time you've ever disagreed, right?
punches.
We've
Step
been
back.
together 10 years, our first fight.
and I disagree with Mr. Farhood. I gave it to Solano, so I got it. I got it just like Barry Tompkins does. So me and Barry always agree.
I'm on an island by myself once again.
You are.
No punches, no punches.
Lead left hand from Solano. Action slowed a little bit here in round 4.
Especially by Williams. I think Solano is fighting his fight. He's doing what he's supposed to. That's his game plan. The left hand right there down the middle.
Again, they both score.
Stop holding.
Is Williams winded?
There would be no excuse for that at this point in the fight.
I mean, maybe he was throwing too many power shots in the first 3 rounds.
You know, but we talked about the fact that both guys, every guy on this card for that matter, has had a long layoff.
Oh,
Did he hurt him there or was he off
And
balance?
there's a good right hand in return from Solano.
yeah.
The punches up.
I don't know. It took like he,
Punches up.
Solano took like a little stutter step. Like he went back, then he came. I don't know.
Step
Delayed
back.
reaction. I think he hurt him. I think Williams hurt him, guys.
But Solano came right back.
Yeah, he did.
Now we're seeing some good infighting, which we haven't seen much of.
Solano's covering up. He's doing more covering up than throwing punches.
Punches up.
Oh, I guess I'm wrong. He came right back. Yeah.
That one straight a little bit low. Again, a close round.
And that last half of that round was fought very differently than everything up to that
Buen
point.
trabajo, ¿eh? Un detalle simple y sencillo. Él ya está parado.
He's
Ya se
already
paró.
standing there. That's
Ya
it.
le están doliendo los golpes, se está mermando. Cuando veas que te abrace,
your
tú
punches
solito,
are
jala el
hurting
cuerpo
when he
para
hold-
atrás y
when he
recíbelo con
holds you,
upper
when
por
he grabs
dentro.
on you, take
Así
a
como le
step back,
pegaste al
make room,
cuerpo,
and then come back to the
manéjalo
body.
y levántalo con upper. Un
Pick
paso
him up
para
with
atrás y
uppercuts.
vuélvele a pegar, ¿ok? ¿Cómo te sientes? Excelente. Perfecto. Quiero...
All right, with the benefit of replay, we're going to try to tell, was Solano hurt here? Looks like a right to the neck or maybe the ear.
Maybe the back of the head a little bit too. And those punches, they mess up your balance, your equilibrium. Yeah, I think it was the back of the head.
One more time. But what made me think Solano really wasn't hurt is watch. He comes right back. He came right back and punched and landed. I'm sure. But that's good.
You know, we talked about earlier about the fact that you've been here for virtually every one of the 20 years of ShoBox, the new generation, and we're lucky enough to have our faces hanging out there. We always mention the guys in the truck. Our producer, Rich Gahn, our director, Rick Phillips. A couple of other guys who you never see, or you kind of see one of them, have been here right from the get-go also. So I want to give a shout-out. Dave Lilling, he's in the truck. He's our replay director, an ace. And, of course, our ringside cameraman, Gene Samuels. He was the guy that the fighter was talking to, and he said, hey, how you doing? So we'll say to Gene and to Dave, thanks for all the time. We love having you guys around. And how you doing?
And Joe Giacovino, keep getting better. He's doing well. He'll be back soon.
Williams he can't spend too much time on the ropes. The best that Williams needs to do there is grab him and walk him to the center of the ring, let the referee break you apart, then get back up mid-range, long outside, move around. He's got to work. He's waiting too much.
Little counter body shot from Williams. Solano missed twice. Williams comes right back. Solano, 2 shots both land on the arms of Williams. And a quick right hand from Williams.
I'll tell you, if Solano's intent is to get in close, he's doing it.
Yeah, he is, and he's forcing Williams to stay a lot longer in the pocket with him. Getting the best of them,
Not
too.
being accurate, though. His punches were caught on the arms for the most part.
Right. Come on.
A guy like Williams, he's, at a certain level, he's going to always be in close fights. His last fight was a draw because he's not a big puncher. He depends on defense, which he has an excellent defense. But if he's going to get outworked, that excellent defense can be negated on the judges' cards. It's a slippery slope.
That's a very good point. See, 2 punches by Solano, both caught on the gloves. One there went over his head. That was short.
I still
That
feel
one got there.
Yeah, I still feel Solano. Obviously he's working more, and even though some of them shots don't land, but some of them are. And Williams is not. He's not being active. He's not throwing any shots. Look, he's holding on.
And look at the ring geography there. It's Solano crowding Williams.
I think Solano won this round.
No punches, no punches. Come on. Step back. Time.
Well, we're at the midway point of this one, Steve.
Like in our first fight, jabs, not really very much of a factor at all. Williams busier with the power shots, landed a higher percentage, and the body shots go Solano's way. So if you have it as a close fight, it's understandable. You take a look at highlights. Williams was able to fight at a distance more early in the fight. The first half of the fight, most of the first half of the fight. Barry pointed out repeatedly that Solano's punches, a lot of them were landing on the gloves or were being slipped. But slowly but surely, Solano got closer and closer. And the last 2 rounds, 4 and 5, it's been more of an infight. And that's been to Solano's advantage. And you see the red marks all over Mykquan Williams' face, but as Barry pointed out at the start of the fight, those marks were there before one punch was thrown.
Punches up. Let's go.
So we come to round 6, past the midway point now in this 10-round fight. Been an interesting fight. Close fight, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's a close fight.
And Solano, let's keep in mind, he's moving up in weight. He's never fought at this weight class before. I think he's handling it well.
No punches. No punches. Let him go. Let him up.
Yeah, I think for, being naturally the smaller guy, I mean, moving up to 135, and Williams has been there for a while. Solano is carrying himself very well. He's pushing him back. Taking his shots, too. Big shots from Williams.
Williams now trying to take a step back, and
no punches.
That's been effective for him.
Yeah, he's got to create some space. That's why he's taking a step back, because Solano's crowding him too much.
Doing a good job of that in this round.
He is, yeah. And he keeps turning them. As long as he keeps turning them, I always say this, but it's boxing. Right there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Williams needs to turn them there.
Step back.
Do his work. 3 or 4 punch combinations. Keep turning to the right or to the left. Don't stand in front of Solano. When he stands in front of Solano, that's when he gets in trouble.
He's doing a good job of that in this round, I think.
Yeah, right there. Just hold him. Hold him.
Let him out. Let him out.
I think this round has been excellent infighting by Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. Great inside work.
Uppercuts, body shots. He's been busy.
And that's really good for a prospect like Williams to show dimensions like that. A lot of guys, they have really good long range. They can fight from the outside, but you very rarely see guys that could fight on the inside. You always got to teach guys to fight on the inside. It's hard to fight on the inside than fight from the outside. But Williams showing both tonight, and that shows me, good promise.
And Williams is managed by Jackie Callan, a dear friend of all of ours who's been in boxing for quite a while. And of course, she made her name by managing a fighter who was pretty good on the inside and the outside, named James Toney, right?
Boy, was he good. That guy, he was standing in the pocket, and he the way he turned his punches with his shoulders and his head, and he was incredible. James Lights Out Toney.
Loved him.
Yeah,
Me too. Great fighter. Great fighter.
If I'm Paul Cichon, the trainer of Williams, I say to Jackie Callan, get me some tape. I want to teach this guy the way James Toney used to do it.
Yeah, really. Well, he's doing a pretty good job. He's making his opponent miss a lot. And came up, nice left hand there.
This was a good round for Williams. I think he won it in the first half of the round.
I agree with you. A little swelling now under the right eye of Williams to go with the redness. Not a big deal right at the moment.
That's my round.
Once again, fighting on the inside, then taking that step back. And that's proved very effective for Williams. On your card, Steve?
Well, a pretty close fight. I think Williams might have won the 6th round more clearly than any other round in the fight.
I agree with that. I got it right at even, guys. 57-57 on my scorecard.
I got it the same way as you, Steve.
Sounds like our first fight, right? A little difference of opinion, but we all have it around the same thing. It's a close fight.
Solano doing some pretty good work with Williams back to the ropes. Reaching left hand from Solano.
So often when a righty fights a southpaw, the winner is the fighter who can land that backhand more often. This fight, I don't get that impression.
punches,
I think it's been a mix of different kinds of punches, body punches, right hooks, left hooks, everything.
Nope.
Again, good body shot from Williams. Took a couple of shots from Solano. Quick left hand from Solano, right on the eye of Williams.
Yeah, nice counter uppercut by Williams.
And another one.
Solano lunging a little bit with his left hand. If Williams could time that with an overhand right or that uppercut up the middle, that would be a good shot. But he needs to come back with something after that. Not just one single shot. He's got to look for 2-3 punches. See, he's got a really good jab. Williams needs to use his jab a lot more. Every time he throws his jab, he's successful. It's a fast jab, hard jab, touching jab. Change up the position of the jabs. You know, dissect with the jab. There goes the jab again.
Very effective round once again for Williams.
And I think the round before, Barry, might have been critical because Solano wants to apply pressure. He got on the inside in round 6, and he got outfought. Maybe that's causing Solano to be a little hesitant now.
Yeah, he's fighting a little more at long range. Not quite long range, but mid-range. And he's getting beaten doing this, too. Body shot from Williams. Final seconds of round 7. And I feel another effective round for Williams.
Now, this is a very close fight. There we see Solano. Solano needs to turn it up. I mean, he needs to apply more pressure, a lot of feints, a lot of bobbing, weaving, getting close. His fight is in the inside. He's got to push Williams back. That's the only way he's going to win some more rounds. Like I said, it's a very close fight. And for Williams right there, use his boxing skills. Do not stand in front of him. Even if he trades punches with him, 3 and 4 punch combinations come up the middle and keep turning them to the right, to the left. Never stay too long in front of them. Make you work. Get out, in and out. Use a lot of jabs, a lot of straight punches down the middle, combinations, fast, crisp combinations, and that's going to get him the win. That's what Williams needs to do. Very close fight. I got him up by
Heads.
You know, I can if Williams ends up winning a decision, I can see Solano saying, "How could you give Williams a decision? Look at his face and look at my face."
Well, it's, yeah, but
Of course, that's not how you score fights.
it's not.
But guys, do you know how many fights I won? And if you saw my face, it looked bad, terrible, and I still won the fight. So
That's true.
can't base it on that.
Our producer just told a joke that I will not repeat.
Oh, what did he say?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Stop. Last time. Low blow. Stop. Keep him up.
Last warning for low blows to Solano, and he can ill afford to have a point taken away. Little uppercut in close quarters from Williams.
Nice and fast and sharp. Working downstairs. Right there.
Put him up.
Just lean on him. Let the referee break. You know, he's got more speed. Williams has the speed.
No punches. Don't hit him in the
He's
kidney.
naturally the stronger guy. I think he's showing it tonight. He's naturally the bigger, stronger guy.
He's showing him on the inside.
Yeah.
Raul, because that's where he's done his best work. I think.
Yes, you're right. You're right. He stays there, but like I said, he can't stay there too long. Just keep giving him little subtle movements to the right, to the left angles.
Turn him, yeah.
Turn like that was a knockdown.
That is a knockdown.
That is a knockdown.
4.
That was a jab. Was that a jab?
6.
It wasn't much of anything.
That was a jab.
Walk to me.
That reminds me of a couple of months ago, Charlo.
Walk.
Right.
The 154-pound Charlo. When he dropped off, jab.
Not only was it a jab, but it was to the shoulder.
And it's critical because if this is indeed a close fight as we all see it, this becomes a 10-8 round, assuming nothing crazy happens in the last minute.
Absolutely.
Put him out.
A knockdown's a knockdown. You score 10-8.
That's 10-8. That you're right. That could mean the decision there, especially, well, if Williams keeps this pace, It seems like that knockdown, gave him more momentum, more confidence.
Now this is
That
a case,
usually happens, yeah.
This is a case where having no crowd, no audience could favor Williams. Because if I'm his trainer, I say to him, just kill the rest of the round.
No
You have a
punches,
10-8
no
round.
punches. Step back.
Don't do anything. Don't be overly aggressive. Don't fight him. Take the 10-8 round, put it in your pocket,
Yep.
come back to the corner.
Yeah.
That's really good, Steve. Yeah.
Now I said it. Maybe he heard me say it.
Yeah, that's right.
Just get back to the basics. Get back on the outside. Use that jab. Move around. Hold him on the inside. And hey, you already won the round. You're right.
And he's pretty much doing that.
Yep. 10 seconds. He won the round for sure.
No punches. Come on.
Even if he wouldn't have had the knockdown, he still won the round.
Let him out. No punches. No punches. Stop the holding.
Well, that's it. And it is a 10-8 round. I don't think you can see it any other way than a 10-8 round.
A ver, te quiero bien motivado porque esa caída.
I can only speak for my card, and I think probably for yours too, Steve, that now Solano would need to get him out of there to win this fight.
Yeah.
A base de mucha presión.
A lot of pressure, he said. Get close to him.
Todo en distancia, como empezó el round. Ahí es tu distancia correcta para conectarlo. No te le pegues nada, ¿ok? Y si lo haces, está abrazando.
Don't get away from him. If he holds you, you got to get close.
Pero tienes que hacerlo, hijo. ¿Quieres ganar
But
la
you
pelea?
need to do it, son. You got to do it. You got the conditioning. Let's do it.
And we're going to see more than one look at this knockdown. And here it comes. It's clearly not to the face.
No, his shoulder is right.
Barry, you were right. It was right on the right shoulder. Here it is, a little tighter look.
Oh, wow.
I mean, in a sense, it's a shame for Solano because he's clearly not hurt. He was hit. His footwork was off, and he got knocked down, and that cost him a 10-8 round. At a point, you guys made the good point. Williams was going to win the round anyway, so it's really only a 1-point difference, but that could be a big point.
So we come to round 9, and in Solano's corner, as Raul interpreted,
Yeah.
there's a sense of urgency that he's got to go get it.
Absolutely. Solano's got to turn up the heat. He's got to go for it.
And by the way, that's the first knockdown of Solano's career. Key 10-8 round there for Williams. I have him well in front at this point. Solano's going to need some knockdowns, if not a knockout.
I got a 77-74 for Williams.
I have it the same as my good friend Steve Farhood.
Barry, you're
so
disagreeing
kind.
with me, Barry. Why?
I don't know. You know?
Two fights ago, Williams went 10 full rounds. That's invaluable experience to have in your pocket
Yeah,
fighting a fight like this.
I don't get the sense he's gassed at all in this fight.
Step back.
Solano has been 9 a couple of times, never 10, but as Raul pointed out at the top, if you can go 9, you can go 10.
Yeah, it's all mental. I mean, and you know Williams and his I don't know if you guys saw his draw with Wiggins.
Yeah.
That was
Pick
a
up the punches.
very difficult fight
Pick up the punches.
to judge and
Yes.
a difficult fighter to fight. Wiggins, tall, lanky, lefty, would hold you on the inside.
Break.
I think Wiggins, Williams learned a lot from fighting Wiggins.
Yeah, and it was also a difficult fight to watch.
Exactly.
Yes.
Actually, Wiggins made him look sloppy. You know.
Yeah. But Wiggins is 5'11", and Solano's much, much shorter, more within his reach.
To me, it seemed like he's 5'11". I thought Wiggins was like 6'1", 6'2". He looks so much taller.
Watch the holding.
We've talked about the rounds these fighters have fought. And there's a graphic to show that no KOs, but Solano
Punches up, fellas.
2 times 9 or more. He's gone the full 9, and Williams that 1 10-round fight.
Again, a nice uppercut from Williams.
Solano single punching, Williams throwing 3-4 punch combinations. 1 punch by Solano makes Williams makes a miss.
Stop. Pick him up.
I don't know. I
Let's
just
go.
think, hey, Williams has kept a pretty good pace. Better than usual. Throwing more shots.
Every Tuesday night, watch the show that the pros watch. Inside the NFL brings you the hardest-hitting team of analysts, the sights, the sounds, and the spectacle of the NFL with the best highlights from every game, every week.
Yes. Put him on his ass. You're stronger than him, you're faster than him, and you're smarter than him. Okay, punch, step around him. Punch, step around him. Okay, thank you. Don't just walk in. Don't just walk in. Jab your way in, man.
Siente. Sientes bien, ¿ok? Vamos, respira. Bien motivado, mijo. Es el round de campeonato, ¿ok?
This is the championship round. Come on, you gotta go, son.
Come here. Hurry up. Let's go.
I tell you, I like the work of Paul Cichon in the corner. I think he was calm, and he gave specific instructions to Williams.
Yeah, and one voice.
Stop.
Yeah, they go back to literally when
Time.
Williams was
Push your corner.
9 years
One
old,
point.
and they're going to take a point
One
away.
point,
And
low
that,
blow. One
Oh,
point,
that
low
does
blow.
it. That-
Let's go. Time in.
All Williams has to do here is move around, hold, use that jab. He ain't got to throw no more punches.
Keep them up.
Why risk it? Now, Solano's really going to get desperate. Somebody said that.
yeah, that's right.
They heard you, Raul. You getting paid by the corner,
maybe-
I don't know.
Raul?
I feel like
Maybe that was
I'm
an-
giving instructions over here, too.
Maybe it was an echo.
And they're laughing at me, too. The guys like at the corner for Williams.
Keep them up.
Boxing during the pandemic,
I need to
nothing
get paid
like
over
it.
time, guys. Nah.
Good work on the inside again by
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah. He's fought
Oh,
a
man, that's a
very,
good-
very smart fight, very effective fight.
I mean, if he wins this round, it's going to be a 10-8 round again.
He's winning the round. Steve.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And the final scorecard,
Don't argue with
if we're right, is going to be much more one-sided than really the fight was.
Yeah, especially early in the
For
fight.
sure, yes.
Good right hand again by Williams. Missed with that uppercut.
I like, you know what? For a fighter like Williams, who's got becoming a prospect, he's keeping his composure. Look at his balance. Look at his foundation. He's in great shape. I mean, he got hit a couple of times in this fight. He's going to learn a lot. This is going to make him better, guys.
Yeah, I thought he fought a very smart fight against a tough guy.
That was,
Double
they both went
knockdown,
down.
that's-
Nah, they both. I think they were violent. What?
They're calling it.
Oh,
knockdown for
well, it
Solano.
doesn't matter. It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
It
But
doesn't matter, but
right here.
yeah, I think they both were off balance and they threw shots. And
I think they tangled feet.
yes.
So I guess if you score this round for Williams, it's a 9-8 round.
Yeah, I suppose that's it.
9-8 round. It
For
goes
Solano.
Yeah, so it went from a 10-8 to a 9-8.
Because of the point deduction.
Step back. Step back.
For Solano?
Yeah, because Solano wins the round 10-8.
Oh, yeah. But
Then you take a point away for the point deduction, becomes 9-8.
But you think Solano's winning the round?
Well, he scored a knockdown. It was ruled a knockdown, right?
Yeah. But then didn't it take a point away from Solano?
Yeah, that's why it
Oh,
would be
that's right. I'm sorry,
9-8
yeah.
instead of 10-8.
Okay, you're a lot better at math than I am, Steve. You're right.
That was a good left hand from Solano, and that's it. It is over. Solano, a shriek of joy, obviously feels that
Hold the cards. Hold the cards.
he might have won this fight.
Hold the cards.
So we're going to get a look at all of this. The first one is the low blow, and
Well, that's
the
not a
reason
low blow.
ostensibly that a point
If
was
indeed
taken
that's
away.
where
Here it is,
the
Steve.
point deduction came, yes, and it was. That was a left hook, left hand to the elbow, and the elbow was clearly above the waistband.
Yeah. And then,
No, 96.
And I wouldn't have called that a knockdown. With all respect to Mr. Chiavone. Shades of Saku Powell, K9 Bundridge there for
Yeah,
a minute,
that's right,
but
yeah.
he did rule a knockdown, and I don't think that was a knockdown.
we're being a better look here.
I'm just glad the scoring in the 10th round probably will not affect the winning,
I
the
think-
winner.
Did you notice that I believe the right leg, or right foot, I should say, of Solano stepped for a moment on the toe of Williams?
Which could have caused it.
Yes. We'll take a look at the final rounds of this fight.
In the second half of the fight, there was a lot more infighting than in the first half of the fight, and Williams did very well in the infighting. Is it because he's a naturally bigger fighter? Perhaps. I think of Williams as more of a boxer, but he showed a different dimension. And that was a 10-8 round there in the 8th for Williams when he scored a knockdown with a jab to the shoulder. So a lot of weird things happening in the 8th and the 10th round on the scorecards. But we think Williams had, and that was ruled a knockdown of Williams. Very strange goings on there in the last couple of rounds, but we think Williams did enough.
Yeah, I don't believe, although I've been wrong more than once, I don't believe that it's going to change the outcome of this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Tom Carasone scores it 97-92. And both judges Glenn Feldman and Steve Weisfeld score it the same, 96-93, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Marvelous Mykquan Williams.